If you look at Instagram or most YouTube videos, motorbiking looks like a flawless aesthetic dream. You see the perfect gear, the perfect bike, and the perfect sunset. It all looks effortless. But the truth is, the camera usually turns off before the annoying parts start. Today, I want to be real with you about what it's actually like to live with a bike in the city. I've put together 6 things that honestly get on my nerves, and 6 reasons why I still think this is the best way to travel. It's the good, the bad, and the sweaty reality of motorcycling. But before I dive into my list, I want to hear from you. What was your reality check moment with motorbiking? You know, the one thing you thought would be cool until you actually had to do it every day? Drop it in the comments right now. I'm really curious if I'm the only one struggling with these. Let's start with the storage. I wouldn't call it hate, but it's definitely a hassle. I have these large panniers for the bike, but let's be honest. I'm not carrying those huge bags through city traffic just to get the coffee. So I have zero space. If I see something I want to buy, I can't. If I need to carry something, I can't. And the moment I'm off the bike, I have to carry everything. Helmet, gloves, jacket, like I'm a walking luggage rack. It makes the destination part of the trip a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Then there's the heat. While the bike's great on the open road, in city traffic is basically an oven between your legs. When the sun is out and you're stuck at a long light, you can feel the engine slow cooking your shins. You're sitting there in full gear, baking, while people in cars have their AC on, and you really start to question your sanity. Gear is another big one. You don't just hop on a bike to go grab a coffee. It's a 10-minute operation every single time. By the time I've got my layers on, my boots laced, and my helmet buckled, I'm already starting to regret my life choices. Especially when I'm just trying to nip out for 5 minutes. It's a ritual you have to respect, but some days it just feels like a massive ordeal. I'm kinda starting to understand those guys who ride just in a t-shirt. And then you arrive. On social media, riders take their helmets off and look like movie stars. In reality, I've got red marks on my forehead from the pads, I'm sweating, and my hair is a total disaster. You walk into a nice cafe looking like you've just finished a marathon. It's a small thing, but it definitely kills the cool vibe the second you step off the seat. This one is more of a personal obsession, but I just can't stand the dirty bike. I know it would run just fine with some dust on it, but I take so much pride in this machine that I can't bring myself to head out if it's not spotless. I've become a slave to the cleaning kit. I spend hours making sure the chrome is perfect, only for a single rain cloud or dusty road to ruin it in 5 minutes. It's a never-ending cycle. And finally, the point that stresses me out the most: parking paranoia. I'm not even worried about people touching it, it's the drivers. People around here park so badly, and I'm always terrified someone will nudge it over. I actually have real anxiety about it ever since my kickstand sank into soft melted asphalt on a hot day and the bike just fell. Now I'm obsessed. I'm constantly checking the window, and most of the time I'll struggle to put it on the center stand just so I can have some peace of mind while I'll drink my coffee. So after all that, why do I still do it? Because once you're moving, all of that disappears. Let's talk about the 6 things that make it all worth it. Number 1 is filtering. Let's be honest, it's the ultimate win. There is no better feeling than navigating through a sea of stationary cars. While everyone else is stuck in traffic, frustrated and wasting their lives, you're just gone. It's the efficiency and the sheer satisfaction of never being stuck that makes the whole experience so addictive. Then there's the raw power. It's not about doing 200 on a highway. It's about mastering this 1200cc monster in your hands. Even if you don't use all that power, just knowing it's there and refining the skill it takes to handle a machine this heavy is incredibly rewarding. You're not just a passenger, you're the one in control, and every smooth shift and perfect turn feels like a personal victory. I have to mention the parking luxury too. Despite the paranoia, there is something so satisfying about pulling up exactly where you want to be. No circling the block, no expensive parking garages. You just find your spot, put it on the stand, and you're there. It's a level of convenience that makes the whole journey feel a bit more special. One of the best things for me is the mental reset. I'm the first to admit I spend way too much time glued to my phone. But on the bike, I physically can't. You're forced to be in the now, focusing on the road and the bike. It's a form of therapy I didn't know I needed, but now I can't live without it. Then there's the community. Honestly, the support and the discussions we have here on YouTube have been a game changer for me. I've connected with people from all over the world because of this bike. Sharing tips, stories, and even our frustrations gives me so much more confidence and makes the whole journey feel like something much bigger than just a hobby. And finally, is that one moment at the end. You've parked up, you're walking away, and you just have to turn your head and look at it one more time. It doesn't matter how sweaty you are or how much you struggled with your gear. That feeling of pride, knowing that this machine is yours, makes every single annoyance on this list fade away. So that's the reality for me. but I want to hear your take. What's the one thing that drives you crazy about motorbiking? And what's the one thing that keeps you in the saddle? Let's get a conversation going in the comments below. If you enjoyed the ride, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.